must. So use your powers from the ritual. If anything can stop him, they can. Na śmierć!
Was that it then? Not what I was expecting.
The King of Shadow's presence still echoes loudly.
The statues!
Uh-oh.
Nic nie poradzę. Ta istota należy do mnie.
For every one of them I killed, another got back up! Steel yourselves. This is not over.
My! I thought he was big before, but that was just in my imagination.
The King of Shadows uses the statues to empower himself.
Then the statues must be destroyed to sever his link to them! I believe we have weakened him, so he is now relying on the statues. If we destroy the statues, he will be vulnerable to final defeat!
Zginą z mojej ręki.
And as the final blow was struck, the King of Shadows, the ancient guardian of Ilfarn, at last was laid to rest. But in his death throes, the power of Ilfarn was released, sending echoing blasts through the Fortress of Shadows. The walls were torn asunder, the stones crashing down upon the valiant heroes and their knight captain. They fled through the twisting corridors of darkness, but to no avail. The stones themselves crashed down around them, sealing them within the fortress. Leagues away, far from the Vale of Mordelane, the soldiers of Crossroad Keep, still fresh from their battle against the King of Shadows, watched the shadows over the mere drain away into the skies. The victory was theirs, but as for their knight captain, there was no trace, except for the cloak that marked the captain as a knight of Neverwinter. Of the knight captain and the fortress of the enemy, there was nothing else left to mark their passing. And to this day, where they have gone is unknown. In the year following the war against the King of Shadows, an eerie quiet fell over the city of Neverwinter. Emboldened by the actions of the Shard-Bearer, the thieves of Neverwinter took back the docks, the merchant quarter, and the rest of the city was claimed by their silent, dark law. The docks themselves became dangerous, and any criminal or outlaw not sanctioned by the Shadow Thieves was put to a quick, brutal death. Luskan viewed the events to the south in Neverwinter with some disappointment, hoping that the war against the King of Shadows would weaken their southern neighbor long enough to force their intervention and control of Neverwinter and Crossroad Keep. When Neverwinter triumphed, their only victory was the return of their ambassador, Torio Claven, who after several years of service, revealed that she was an agent of Neverwinter, and her role had allowed her to arrest over a score of Luskan spies who had infiltrated her new home city. Bevel, led by the example of the Shard-Bearer, became a commander of the Greycloaks in time, finally finding the ability to lead and command. In the aftermath of the Second War of Shadow, he sought tirelessly for his fallen commander, convinced that the Lord of Crossroad Keep had survived. Shortly after the war, Dagon vanished. There were rumors of an elven ranger sighted throughout the lands of Faerun, still searching for the Shard-Bearer he had lost in battle against the King of Shadows. After the war, a few scattered survivors of West Harbor returned to their home, and with the persistence common to harbormen, slowly rebuilt their destroyed village. They still make their living at the edge of the mere, a testament to their strength and character. The farm of Chandra Jarrow was soon claimed by the wilds surrounding Highcliff. Chandra Jarrow followed the path of her ancestor, her efforts forgotten and unknown as those of Amon Jarrow during his time. Crossroad Keep's prominence waned after the War of Shadow. Without the Shard-Bearer to lead them, the operations of the Keep soon fell into disrepair, and the few recruits that remained turned much of the surrounding area into farmland. Of the Gith Yankee and their Lich Queen, no more was heard. Driven from the Sword Coast by the Shard-Bearer, it seemed as if the hunters had retreated to their citadels on the astral plane. Even the wisest sages of Faerun know that whoever holds such a blade shall have a long journey ahead of them, both in the realms and beyond. But that is a tale for another time.